Hello guys, how are you? Old man Sudor here, or John, or whatever you want to call me. Just a little update video and my plan, let you know what my plans are for the next sort of year, FM20 for Football Manager 20, or literally the whole next year anyway. And sort of really sort of break down a little bit of what happened during Football Manager 19. Obviously, if we take a year as when the Football Manager's release, the whole since Football Manager 19 released a year ago, or just under a year ago, it wasn't a great year in that sense. In some ways, in other ways, it's been the best year of my life. But we'll quickly go through it. So if you've watched my videos in the past, or you see me on Twitter and that sort of stuff at times, or in other people's streams, you'll know that I had a daughter. She was born September last year, just before Football Manager came out and all that sort of stuff. And then we found out that she was a little bit poorly. She had a hole in the heart, or a VSD as they call it, and needed to have some open heart surgery. So I sort of started my saves, and we thought it'd be okay, but quickly came sort of apparent that I needed to look after my daughter. I needed to spend time with my wife and help support her, and we needed some time. So I sort of took a step away. Didn't come back until sort of maybe I think it was February, something like that, where we did the Monaco save and started that. And then I got ill myself. I had a perforated eardrum. Anyone who's had a perforated eardrum, you might know you can't hear fully out of one ear if that happens, and it takes a couple of months to sort of sort itself out. So it was really difficult to record and that sort of stuff. It felt very weird. So then I ended up taking a couple of more bit of time out, and we did. I came back. We did another save. We did saves did we did. We did the lead save, the Big Sam challenge with the FM scientists database and stuff like that. Then I tried doing sort of Huddersfield and a better than relegation save, which was quite fun. We did that one, and then doing the manager's journey. But by that point, I'd sort of missed the bubble of Football Manager, and I felt like I wasn't really getting. I was losing motivation because I wasn't really getting views, and it's been such a difficult year, and I was tired from the whole year and that sort of stuff. And then I started a new job, and I know it sounds terrible and all that sort of stuff, really, but it was all these little things just piled up, and it just I lost motivation for the game. I lost motivation to do sort of YouTube and all that sort of stuff. So I haven't really done anything for the last couple of months on YouTube at all, really. I think the last video I did was probably when I was quickly looking over the FM Scientists 1966 database, which was absolutely fantastic. Really enjoyed playing that. Didn't do a save on YouTube with it or that, but I did have a play of it in personally. And then I didn't touch Football Manager for about another month and a half, 2 months, something like that. I just, like I said, I lost motivation. I couldn't really get into a save, all that sort of stuff. So that's been like pretty much Football Manager 19. I mean, before going further, I have been really lucky. I've had people supporting me from the Football Manager community. Some of you guys who watch these videos have as well, and that sort of stuff. And you've kept my channel sort of ticking over and that sort of stuff. So thank you very much. It really doesn't. I really can't express how much it means to me to have the support that I have had from, like I said, all these different people. It's been absolutely amazing. And like I said, these people, the people who do see me in the community, that sort of have known what's been going on, that sort of stuff, and everyone's been fantastic. There's a couple of people I really could shout out, sort of the likes of Kegman and Kanga and all that sort of stuff have been absolutely fantastic. So definitely go and give them guys a follow and that sort of stuff. But then we get to FM20 and things are in a lot better position. I feel like I'm now sort of more settled again. My job's going well. I'm working myself with my timings and that sort of stuff. So I want to get back into it. There's a lot of things I didn't get a chance to do, or I didn't finish in Football Manager 19 that I really want to finish this year. So my first save is going to be with Aston Villa. We really want to finish what we started last year. Last year we got promoted, and then I had to walk away. This year we are already going to start in the Premiership, and I want to try and get us into Europe and win the Champions League and make Villa my team I support, the club they should be, which is one of the very best and one of the top ones in the world, if not in the Premiership in the world, and all that sort of stuff. So we're going to hopefully do a good sort of 4, 5, 6 seasons with them, something like that. I'm not quite sure exactly yet, but probably up to about Christmas time, roughly around that we'll do. And we'll get a good couple of seasons done with them and that sort of stuff, and see how we get on. We can explore the game and see what the little tweaks and new features and all that sort of stuff they've done with the game, basically. After that, I'm a little bit about which save to do. Probably at the moment it looks like it's going to be a lower league management save, probably with Kettering Town, who are a local side to me. A couple of years ago I did a Rushden and Diamonds, or AFC Rushden and Diamonds save. Obviously their big rivals are Kettering Town, who are sort of the next town along, and like I said, they are my local. They're literally, I live in the town next to Kettering, so they're a local team to me, which I think would be quite a fun save to do anyway. I also want to do some more mini saves, so if we see another team a bit like Monaco last year, who weren't doing particularly well in real life in any sort of the larger leagues, we might pop along and do a season with them, see if we can do any better. Probably do better than relegation, you know. Might be like Watford or something like that. As I hit my finger on the mic, bloody hell. Right, anyway, I will do yeah, maybe something like the way it's looking at the moment, like Watford or someone like that. It could even be Everton, I guess, or Newcastle or Villa or something. Well, we won't do Villa, but you know what I'm saying. Apart from that, I want to do sort of a couple of experiments as well. I definitely want to do like maybe, you know, 1,000 years into the future, something like that, 50, 500 years, so I don't know, we'll do something like that anyway. And I want to do Predictor League. If I talked about it about a year ago, actually, when I was talking about my plans for FM19. If I'm going to do it, I'm not going to do it where it's just save a year and see where everyone finishes. It will be sim it 100 times, you know, sim 100 times and then see which team scores which points and average it all out. A bit like what Loki Doki done. I think me and him had very similar outlooks on how we want to do that sort of experiment, and he obviously released his video. I never got around to releasing mine. One, because of like stuff I explained. Two, he released his video not that long after I'd said about mine, and I felt like people thought I might be copying him, all that sort of stuff. Apart from that, yeah, the low league management save, if we don't do that one, I'll maybe do like something like a Build a Nation or something. I'm thinking with sort of South Korea or something like. I keep liking the looks of the Asian leagues. I quite fancy Mexico as well. Maybe so we might do maybe like a mini series with them or something. I'm not quite sure yet. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, let me know what you guys think as well, because obviously it'd be really good to hear from you guys as well, what you guys think. Apart from that though, I wanted to bring some other games as well that I enjoy playing, so we'll probably do maybe like a review system. I was a big fan of a great YouTuber and sort of a person called Total Biscuit, who unfortunately passed away a couple of years ago. If you're a fan of like Loki Doki and that, you'll have heard of him because he was a big fan of him as well. And I would love to do maybe a bit like his review system or his critic system. We used to have one called WTF. I want to do something maybe similar to that, but obviously my own little take on it, where we'll maybe look at games and I'll give you my view after I've had a good play of them and that sort of stuff. It won't be like, oh, Red Dead Redemption 2 came out on PC, I will review it within 30 minutes of it coming out. It would be that I'd give it a good playthrough, or at least give it a good, you know, couple of hours playthrough, or even 20 hours playthrough, and then give you it. So it won't be a let's review a game as soon as it came out. It'll be I really enjoyed this game, or I think this game's rubbish, or whatever. These are the reasons why. It's not. I'm not going to score them or anything like that if I do that sort of stuff. So that's something else I like to do. And like I said, I'd like to maybe do some more Let's Plays with other games as well, whether it be short little games or you know, maybe even like I might even do a Tales of. There's Tales of Arise coming out next year, or you know, I'm quite big into like my JRPGs, some of my RTSs, that sort of stuff as well. So we'll see. We'll see how things go. Obviously, my priority is going to be Football Manager, but I would like to do some other bits and bobs as well. So that's pretty much going to be my plans for FM20. It's going to be a bit more, you know, of unfinished business and of getting back into everything as well. My goal, I'd love to hit sort of 500 subs or something like that. I'm on about 250 at the moment, something around those sort of marks. So obviously it would be great to you know, go back to sort of, or get up to sort of 500, something like that. Obviously your guys' support is always going to be important, and always, you know, it means so much to me. So thank you for you watching this. Thank you for watching any of my previous videos. If you haven't yet, go maybe check out some of my other series that I have done as well. It'd be absolutely fantastic. I will see you very shortly for FM20, hopefully in a couple of weeks time. And yeah, it's been a pleasure as always. I will see you very, very soon. Bye.